All right, players. So let's get back to it, honey. Hopefully my neighbor doesn't rudely interrupt us again, busting it off. I called his ass and told him to stop it. But anyway, so and he was trying to get that skunk, that Pepe Le Pew, but I digress. So again, the congregation of the internet streets is riding down on Mama Todd, aka Ophelia, and this officer Eddy, Officer Udi guy, regarding videos they made on the government's response to Hurricane Helene. Ophelia basically said that she was mad. She was upset about the amount. Like, what can people do with $750? Now, I think it's diabolical to not mention that that $750 is just immediate cash assistance for people to get the basic things that they need. I also think it's diabolical to not mention, if you're upset about something, that people should be calling their members of Congress, because they're the ones that set the budget for FEMA. It's also diabolical to not mention that under the Front Dump administration, the immediate cash assistance was set at $500. And the Biden-Harris administration worked to increase that amount through the regulatory process without having any lawsuits like we're seeing with the student loans. This Officer Udi guy just basically said F Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, as if the response to Hurricane Helene has been lackluster. According to the officials, the governors, the mayors in these affected states and cities, the Biden-Harris response has been top tier. So I'm not sure where he's getting his information from. He says that he's boots on the ground. Maybe he's hearing from some people, but we don't know what their motivations are if they're telling him this, because at the end of the day, I'm going to revert back to, no one was upset about the amount of this cash assistance before, and it's been this way for quite some time. Were you upset about it during Hurricane Beryl or Hurricane Ian or any of the other natural disasters that have occurred? No, you weren't upset, but it appears that you're upset now because one man told you to. It appears that you're using MAGA talking points right now, and it's not looking too good for you, Grandpa. It's not. It's not looking too good that all of a sudden something that has been in place for quite some time, you're upset about it now, and you haven't been upset about it before. Same thing for Ophelia. When previous natural disasters have occurred, from what I understand of it, you usually use your platform to get people in contact with resources. Also, people who want to donate can donate to those organizations that are boots on the ground that are helping. But this time you chose to make a video in your madness, and it came off badly. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. So it's appearing like someone told you to be mad, and now you're mad. And that's not okay, because it's the farthest thing from the truth. Again, your members of Congress set the amount for the budget for FEMA. If you are upset about the amount that is being received for people that are victims of natural disasters, be mad at your members of Congress, your senators, and your House of Representative members. They are the ones that voted on that. And you're from Alabama, so your member of Congress is likely a Republican, and they likely voted against funding FEMA. A lot of these Republicans that are in these states that are affected by this, they voted against funding FEMA. Kat Carmack said today that nobody should be politicizing that the FEMA response. She voted against FEMA. I need you to understand this and how the government works. We have a responsibility. I'm not an influencer. I am simply a content creator, because when I make a video, it doesn't go as far and wide as yours does. But I have, and you have, a responsibility to make sure what you're saying is truth and accurate, and also giving the most information possible. Fear-mongering and gaslighting is never going to help in this type of situation. So that's why the congregation of the internet streets is riding down on these two at the end of the day. I mean, you inserted yourself in a situation that you claim that you don't want to be a part of. You never talk about politics, but you're there now, and people are wondering, who do you actually support? You can support whoever you want, but people in turn have to make the choice on whether they want to still support you. That's just the truth of the matter in the situation. But I digress on that, players. I want to know what you all think. Put it in the comments. Do you think that it is unfair to the millions of followers that these two have to post this type of information and not being fully informed and not doing their investigation and their due diligence and putting out accurate and truth information. And how do you feel about it? Put it in the comments. This is your girl, Double D Mother, reporting once again for the Black Accurate News, where I'm black. The news is always petty as hell, but it's accurate.
Resources provided by FEMA. You can call 1-800-621-FEMA. That's 1-800-621-3362.
Y Ana, si me permites en español, para las personas que nos están escuchando, necesitan ayuda, FEMA está brindando ayuda. El número telefónico es 1-800-621-3362.